Good afternoon. Welcome to the Windsor Star News Cafe. I'm Don McArthur. I'm here with Dylan, Kristy, and we have had a wild, hectic day. That's why we're coming at you late and it's bedraggled and beat up.
It's been a long morning, I have to admit. We had a few candidates come in today, and because of technical difficulties, which all completely fall on me, I take full responsibility for it. Those videos will not see the light of day. We had an issue with audio, but special thanks to Ryan Sprague and Eddie Francis for coming in this morning. They will be back. They've already asked us to reschedule. So a big thank you to them. And a big apology. But there's a lot that happened. We talked to Eddie Francis, and he did kind of give us his endorsements for all the awards.
Yeah, he's slippery, right? I mean, he's slippery. We had to, in some he'd say, oh, I think X is going to win, or I really like X, but I also like Y, and we really had to get him. You should have seen it. Like, you should hear it.
Yeah, I wish you could. Yeah, thanks, Don.
Anyway, I just want to say I'm grateful, it was bound to happen. There's going to be some technical difficulties. We're new at this, and things break sometimes. I'm glad it happened today and not tomorrow, because tomorrow, right here in the Windsor Star News Cafe, Commander Hadfield, the astronaut, is going to be here talking to Dylan and myself.
Retired astronaut. Yeah, no, it's anyone who follows Rush Hour or watched us knows that I'm a huge fan. So I'm looking forward to that. He'll be in at 10 a.m. Everyone's welcome to come down. It's a Q&A kind of format. You can come in and ask him your own question as well, and we're hoping that he's going to be able to perform one of his songs, or we'll see. So stay tuned for that. We don't know.
We don't know. We're reaching out to him.
It'll be fun no matter what.
It'll be fun because, of course, he wrote like songs in space when he was up there, and he's going to be playing with the Windsor Symphony Orchestra. Two shows at least are sold out. It's a big, big buzz, and he's going to be here, Windsor Star News Cafe. Doors open at 8 because public is invited, but seating is limited.
That's right.
Okay, just for that. So back to Eddie, the endorsements. So we're going to run through them for you now because it's out there. Ward 1, of course, he already picked his brother,
Fred Francis.
Freddie. Ward 2, he kind of picked 2.
Yeah, he said John Elliott. He's been in it before. He lost by a small margin. They did a recount. It was, 4 or 5 votes. He says just because of that, he's probably a main contender. But also Fred Favit. He thinks that he's a real likely candidate as well. I don't think he actually... Did he make an endorsement for that one?
He didn't endorse it, but if you had to read the tea leaves, he seemed to be leaning towards Favit.
Yeah, I think so as well.
But he didn't endorse.
Another one that he kind of jumped back and forth on was Ward 3. He was going back and forth between Carolyn Postma and Reno Bordelin. You laid into him. You said you got to pick one. You really need to choose one, and he sided with Reno.
He finally did, yeah.
Reno Bordelin is his man for Ward 3.
Yeah, and then in Ward 4, again, he didn't really make an endorsement, but it was everything but an endorsement for Chris Holt. He said he's kind of brings that unique kind of outsider's perspective from scale down, from the various things he's done. Would like to see that on City Council. But of course, Chris Holt, he didn't actually ask Eddie for his endorsement, and in some circles, it's a curse, not a blessing, to be endorsed by Francis. But he laid it on thick for Remy. Bobo said she's a great candidate.
Strong campaign,
backed
strong
by the
candidate.
Liberals.
Yep.
He didn't hold it out. He said she still might win. Also spoke nice about Adriano Chodoli. But he said push came to shove. If you forced him to answer, it looked like he was coming down for Chris Holt.
Absolutely. And for Ward 5, he already endorsed Ed Sleeman for that. He said every ward should have a councillor like Ed Sleeman, so he was happy to endorse him, as with Ward 6, Joanne Geniak, and she thinks that she's a shoo-in for that ward.
Exactly. And in Ward 7, he didn't really take a position either. It's a big race between Eric Kuzmerchik and Angelo Marignani. And, of course, and he had an interesting perspective in that he said Eric, who, of course, replaced Percy Hatfield in the by-election, he sort of said, look, he has the benefit of both worlds. He's running as an incumbent with all the benefits that has, but he's also can still sort of run on a change platform because he is new to the scene.
Absolutely. And Ward 8 was an interesting one. I wish you could hear it. But, of course, he said Bill Maher is going to win it. He did go on about their past relationship and kind of some of the words that are exchanged when Eddie announced that he wouldn't be running.
Well, it was when Mara said he wasn't going to run for mayor. He said, I'm not going to run for mayor. And by the way, and he just sort of like really took it to Eddie Francis and essentially said he ostracizes people who don't agree with him. And we had him on Trail Talk, and he didn't back down. He said he didn't regret those statements. And Eddie today, he sort of fired back a bit. And what he said was, my door's always been open to Bill, to all of the other councillors. Yeah, I wish we sort of had it on tape. It was great. Eddie's going to come back, but he didn't take any mean or personal shots at Bill. And he actually said, look, he's be a nice voice to have back on council. His experience balanced with Joanne's experience is going to be great for a council that's going to have a new mayor and at least 4 new councillors.
That's right.
High road. He took the high road.
Oh yeah, no, I'd definitely say that. Ward 9 was interesting as well. He didn't really endorse a candidate, but he said Hillary Payne and Ryan Sprague are both great options. He thinks that they'll be the main ones, and that Ryan's kind of the underdog that a lot of people may not expect to do as well as he actually may.
Yeah, he said Ryan was a nice young voice, and in his first 10 seconds of him speaking about it, he pointed out that Hillary Payne doesn't live in the ward.
That's right.
And that Hillary Payne is suing the city.
And that's still ongoing.
He didn't have to say that, and he did. So take that for what you will, and of course the best for last, Ward 10.
Yeah, he actually wouldn't make an endorsement for that ward, although it could be argued that he kind of made a non-endorsement endorsement. He said that the main three contenders are probably Al Magny, Mohammed Shams, and Paul Borelli. And he said it's going to be tight, that Al probably would be the most competent counselor candidate for that position, but it's just a matter of, do people trust him? Can people forgive him?
Yeah, two ways you can take it. Oh, he didn't endorse Al. That says a lot. The flip side is, yeah, but when he didn't endorse him, he laid it on pretty thick about his experience. So in our news meeting we had, the general take-up was, yeah, he wants Magny to win. So
it could be. So can people forgive that baggage? There's a lot of baggage. So we'll see, but it should be interesting. We hope to have both people on later this or next week to make up for it. I apologize again. I'm so sorry, but hopefully they'll make it up next week.
Yeah, it was bad management, Dylan. It was bad management.
Yeah, exactly.
But Ward 10, there is a Ward 10 debate tonight, okay? Craig Pearson's going to be moderating that. There's also a Ward 5 debate, a Ward 2 debate. So get out there, and boom, good afternoon. We're in the Windsor Star News Cafe.